Hi guys, welcome back to Football Manager 2018 here with Rangers. We're about to take on St Johnstone away at McDermott Park just now. Let's have a wee refresher of last time out. 4-1 over Celtic and 3-0 over Valencia. So need that momentum to keep going. Should have some comfortable wins today over St Johnstone and Dundee United, all going to plan. Alberto Chiacheri unfortunately injured for 1 to 4 days. So he has to come out. Young Dapple Mabudi can come in after his old firm goal. He's wanted by Sheffield Wednesday. Want to purchase him. You know what? If they come in with a decent enough fee, I'll probably let him go. Alberto Chiacheri obviously not going to make the bench. Lewis Davidson can come onto the bench, I suppose, for this one today. So we'll go with Fulton Fernandez, who's of course playing in the absence of Manuel Riedel, who's out for another 6 to 9 days with concussion. Denswell, Wallace, Byram, Edelman. Do we play Hortan Fassi or do we go with Paez? No, do you know what? I'm going to go with Paez and Fassi. Mabudi, Morelos and Molina. Up against St Johnstone, who's playing our old boy Zach Rudden up top, along with Celtic left wing back / striker Calvin Miller, who's of course now a St Johnstone man in the game here. Who's this young lad? Ricky Graham, the left wing back. He looks to have some decent stats there actually. Let's have a wee scout on him. Played for Dunfermline and St Johnstone in his career thus far. Right, without further ado, into the action. Pick up where you left off when you battered Celtic at Ibrox and just go out and put these boys to the sword. Immediate long ball up to the front two from St Johnstone. We know what their game is going to be today. The centre backs in our team, although we have the three of them, they've been vulnerable sometimes from the old long ball there. Kuma Babakar and Simone Zaza, for example, for Valencia, we're getting some joy going that route. As Mabudi plays it back to Ivanildo, and now it's Byram. Good ball into the middle to Fassi. Edelman's free. Paez sees him. Lovely ball. Edelman now stands it up. Dapple Mabudi nods it down. Paez, Byram, and I'm sorry, but that should have been Mabudi or Paez to have the go there. Decent effort though, getting forward. Byram to Mabudi. We've had a bit of a slow start. We're not even ahead yet, and it's only 20 minutes. Fassi for Mabudi. Good ball. Whips a decent one in, away, Fassi, should have shot there I think, tees up Molina though for a cross, blocked, good defending by St Johnstone thus far. Edelman beats his man, lovely, stands it up, Mabudi, can't win it, Fassi cushions it in, away, it's very bitty, we're no incisive enough here and we've actually lost it now. Here's Cedric playing it forward, lovely tracking by Fernandez. I'm quick to crucify him when he doesn't do the job, but he did well there, tracking. Fassi, Molina, here we go, Morelos got a runner from midfield there, and Paez, and he's right at the goalkeeper. Poor, but the pressure's building now. It's all backs to the wall here for St Johnstone. Paez should have, well, he just about held it I suppose. Fassi to Christian Paez, great run by Byram, great ball to him, whips it low, that's how we like it. Walter Molina. Coasting in at the back stick, lovely finish. Great ball from Byram, great ball to him from Paez, and it is 1-0. Is it a floodgate situation now? Now remember, when we beat St Johnstone last time, we put 9 past them. So I think they're going to do better than that this time. But can we get more? Shaughnessy though, whip in, easy for Fulton. Denswell, Fernandez, Byram's going to be there. No. Paez. Mabudi now. Looked too quick for Morelos, but he's pinched it. Morelos is in, shoots, saved by Xander Clark. That was a poor finish there by Morelos. Header, oh, just wide. The pressure definitely mounting now. 10 shots to 0 in our favour here. Molina forward, away by McHugh. D'Urzo, Molina over the top. Morelos has another bite at the cherry, and again Xander Clark. Mabudi's cross is easily cleared away. Keeler Dunn finds Zach Rudden, our old boy. Grimes now. Maybe something else is still going to happen here. It's not breaking down. Grimes, now it does. All action this game. No boring game between Rangers and St Johnstone it seems. Edelman, there's a bit of a movement from Molina, but Edelman's going to have to do this himself. He's lost it to Cedric. Rudden's ball though, easy for Denswell. There you go. The back three are doing very well actually against that St Johnstone front two. Playing it very, very well also at the feet. Fassi, Morelos. Good challenge. Denswell to Paez now, giving away. See, it's still scrappy. We're obviously getting the better of these exchanges, but it's no exactly the fluid football that we like. Edelman's ball in, speculative, but a good ball. Dapo Mabudi coasting at the back stick. It was a bit of a humph into the box, but a great finish on the young man. And then there's 2-0. All of a sudden. Can we make it 3? Payez's corner. Headed away well. Comes back to him though. Back to Fassi. Great ball. Drives her across goal and Morelos is there. It's a sight we've come accustomed to now. Alfredo Morelos sweeping the ball into the net. All 3 of the strikers have scored in the first half today. And it's a nice comfortable lead. Will it be 4 by the break? Byram. Mabudi to Payez down. Penalty kick. Morelos is going to step up again. For 4 at the break. St Johnstone did well early doors to hold us, but we've been... there we go, 4-0. We've been hammering at the door since then, and it's just goal after goal at the moment. It seems 34th goal of the season for Morelos. Crazy, crazy numbers. It's not even January yet, and he's on 34 goals for the season. We said at the start of the season that this 3-pronged attack is going to produce goals galore, and Morelos has 34. We probably didn't even 34 goals as a team last season. Lewis Davidson will come on for Walter Molina. Mabudi will continue and Morelos will get the chance to get a hat-trick. Who else? Sebastian Young can come on for Byram. He's not been playing that many games recently, Sebastian. Who's Paul McCall? Let's see him. Yeah, looks a decent player. Do we have more in us in the second half? I want young Davidson at least to get a goal. Quiet opening 15 minutes or so. McGeoch and Witherspoon coming on for them. I don't see how McGeoch and Witherspoon aren't starters for St Johnstone. I mean, in real life they clearly would be. Maybe they've aged poorly here as Payez sweeps a harmless shot wide of the post. Witherspoon's free kick just over the bar. Right, let's bring on Tim Gallagher for Dapo Mabudi just now. Looks like we're petering out a 4-0 here. We've created more or less nothing in the second half. Payez's corner now, away. Fassi will pick up. Lots of space to work with. Just hammer it, son. Pings it in. Gallagher, oh, he's flicked her over. Not the best finish from young Tim Gallagher there. Should have been on the score sheet. As McGeoch cuts it back to Cedric. Shot deflects. It will break to Sebastian Young, the German. Go on, son. Running down the right hand side. Pings one. What a pass to Davidson. Can he score? Oh, it's a good save, Xander Clark. Morelos probably furious he didn't square that for a hat-trick there. But I don't blame the young boy for trying to score. His chances are going to be fairly limited this season, young Davidson, so he's going to have to try and impress when he gets them. Well taken, Fulton above Zach Rudden. Wallace, lovely pass. Fassi. Edelman. Is there a run? Oh, there is indeed. It's Gallagher. Square it for the hat-trick. Squares it, but it's Davidson. It's not for Morelos. It's for Lewis Davidson. There's your goal for the young man. 5-0. 32 shots we've had today. We've scored 5 and St Johnstone will think they've got off relatively lightly after the 9 last time. Payez's ball in. Flicked away. Fassi now. Takes it. Shoots. Easy for Xander Clark. I think that will probably be the last action of the game. Keeler done forward to Rudden now. St Johnstone looking for a late consolation. I hope they don't get it. I'd like young Fulton to get the clean sheet here. McHugh's ball out to Keeler Dunn. I think we're probably just going to hold and press them back. McHugh, Keeler Dunn. Young not letting them down that right. Yeah, well, that right. Oh, it's played through for Cedric actually. I thought he was going to get his clean sheet there. That is a shame for him. 5-1 nonetheless. We'll not lose any sleep. Just waiting for the whistle now. Come on, ref. Edelman. Cross blocked. Got to be time now. Fassi to Payez. I don't know why he's continuing play here. Edelman's ball in. Gallagher down. Cleared. Edelman. Back in again, away by McCall, and there's the final whistle. 5-1 to Rangers, a comfortable win. Disappointing that they managed to get that consolation goal at the end there, but do you know what? 5-1 win. 2 more goals from Morelos, who moves on to 22 league goals after 17 games. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. He's got 25 starts this season so far, and he's got 34 goals. That is absolutely incredible. Is he the Champions League top scorer? He is, with 12, and then Chia Cherry behind him with 11. Chia Cherry is actually the best average rating and the top assists, and he's worth 15.25. He should be worth way more than that, man. He has no minimum fee release clause and a 5-year deal. Amazing. Such a good negotiator. So we march on towards the Dundee United game now. I think Celtic should have a game right about now. Yep, they're hosting second place Falkirk. And that game ends 2-1 to Celtic. Old man Fimbulgasson getting 2 goals for them. They are now the closest team to us. They are 8 points behind. We'll be hosting Dundee United next, and Celtic will, I'd imagine, will be away from home this weekend. We'll beat Dundee United here, then we'll get Celtic's result. Right. Who's the Friday game, I wonder? Partick Hibs. Go on Partick. Nope, 3-0 to Hibs. Hibs are now 8 behind as well, but we have 2 in hand relative to Hibs. I wonder if Celtic are playing the same time as we are. Cherry's still not ready to return. Celtic are playing the same time as us away at Dens Park as we play Dundee United here. Horta will come on for Fassi, who's looking a little tired out there. Edelman looks a little tired. We'll bring on Mitchell. Do we play Jonas? Do you know what? No. Because what happened when we played Dundee United at Tannadice, only getting the draw, we're going to go with as close to a full team as possible, but we will rest Fassi and Edelman. Horta can move back into the attacking role here, and Payez will be support. So it'll be Fulton, Fernandez, Denswell, Wallace, Byron, Mitchell, Horta, Payez, Mabudi, Morelos and Molina. And absolutely pick up from where you left off, the 5 goals we put past St Johnstone. That Ronan boy is still playing for Dundee United. It feels like he's been here forever. Okay, do we have the quick start? Horta's corner's in, Denswell can't win it, flicked away. Good defending Dundee United. Denswell though can put a ball in. It's in, it's Morelos, it's saved, it's Morelos in the follow-up though. Goes to 23 goals in the league season thus far after what will be 18 games, and we're 1 up already. Although I'm sure I don't have to remind you that this is what happened up at Tannadice and we ended up screwing it up, so need to press on. That's lovely play at the back by Fernandez, Denswell and Fulton. Molina, Morelos, does he have another? He does! He moves to 24 goals for the season. He's got a brace within 9 minutes here at Ibrox against Dundee United. He's going to end the season on a scary goals tally, man. I'll say he gets more than 50 in all competitions. Payez in. Mabudi, took it first time. I can see what he's thinking there, taking that first time. Just drags it wide a little bit. Molina's looking quite tired actually. I'm going to bring on Davidson. Probably half time. Celtic through Fimbulgasson. Go 1 up at Dens. Judge, Walder, and then Wallace. Back to Fulton, who's always an option. He spreads it to Fernandez. There's Byram. Payez got space, driving forward, slips it to Morelos, first time shot. Well, not first time shot, he did the little turn first. But he took it a lot earlier than I expected, certainly. Dapo Mabudi has picked up a knock and wants to come off apparently. We'll bring Tim Gallagher on for him. And it looks like a 2-0 half-time scoreline. It could have been a lot worse for Dundee United given that early start. Byram into Payez, who's got a lot of room to work again, but plays a terrible pass. Get it back, of course. Fernandez, Byram, Horta, Perez. There's a better pass. Mitchell's got to have a good ball in here. Whips it back stick. Tim Gallagher. There you go, son. 3-0. Good play from Mitchell. Mitchell's actually looking pretty good when he comes on in this wing-back role now. He seems to be liking this attacking role more so than he did when we had him as an orthodox left-back and he was expected to actually defend. Just marauding forward seems to suit him. I will take Walter Molina off now for Lewis Davidson, and I will give Jordan Houston 45 minutes as well at right wing back. "20 shots to Dundee United's 2. Dominating performance once again. The only thing that makes us a little bit better is if Dundee got an equaliser up in Dens. The 8-point gap is nice, but I'd like double figures for Christmas. Nah, but Trezeguet's doubled Celtic's lead. Perez in, header away. Perez slips it to Davidson. Oh, it's far too easy in the end for Rodgers. Just kind of clipped it up into the goalkeeper's arms there. Now Houston, Horta, Mitchell, bit of space to hit one. Jesus, what an effort that was. Had the keeper scrambling, but just over the bar. Doesn't he usually try that? Caught me off guard at least. And Morelos has scored 2 goals today, but Christian Perez is heading for man of the match. Shows how good he's done. Lays it back out to Mitchell. Whips it in deep. Gallagher's there again. Good save by Danny Rodgers. Very good save to deny the young man his second. We're looking for that second half goal. It's Morelos who was on for a hat-trick, missed. It's 2 games in a row he's actually been on a hat-trick from early on, and doesn't he seem like he's going to get it? No, it's going to end 3-0. Judge's free kick clipped in, too far for Walder, and that is that. 3-0. Nice comfortable victory. More goals for Morelos. Do we have the record goal scorer in a Premier League season here? Records. Where are we? Modern day. For this season. Right. Are we players? Most goals in a season. Nah, it only goes back to. Yeah, it doesn't go back to actual records in real life. Well, Morelos is the highest so far with 28. And he's already 4 away from that. He's going to need to break his leg to not get it. Well, there we go. 2 comfortable results there. Celtic winning their games as well, unfortunately, but nonetheless, we are 8 points clear. Still 5 goals put past St Johnstone, just a shame the blemish on the record there, that late consolation, and 3-0 over Dundee United. So in pole position in the league, nice and comfortable. Our next set of games here, we're at Ibrox, couple of games in a row. We're playing Falkirk and Kilmarnock, both games away from home. Earlier on in the season, it's a bit tasty one actually, more so than it looks at first glance, because earlier on in the season, when we played Kilmarnock before, we lost 6-3, and Falkirk, although we beat them 6-2 in the first game we played them away from home, we did get dumped out of the cup 3-1 by Falkirk. So a bit of revenge to be had here against both these teams who, as I say, in the last time we played them actually beat us. So that'll be next time. Listen, I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have done, please drop down below and leave a like on the video. I'd greatly appreciate it. And of course, to follow the season, as I always say, you can subscribe to the channel. But mostly, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time when we're taking on Falkirk and Kilmarnock.